Hi, welcome to Techville at mville. I'm Matt Vizaris, and today we're going to be teaching you how to upgrade or replace the RAM in your Macbook Pro. The first thing you want to do is power down your computer. You don't want any electricity running through the machine when we open it up. The next thing we're going to go over is the tools you need to complete this project. Don't worry, it's a very, very short list. Obviously, you'll need the MacBook Pro. You need a Phillips 00 screwdriver. Make sure you have that's a pretty small Phillips head, smaller than your average Phillips head screwdriver, so make sure you have the right size, but you need a Phillips 00 screwdriver. So we have one of the newer models, newer model MacBook Pros here. This is a 2011 MacBook Pro. This is the bottom of it, and to get access to the RAM, we're going to need to remove the bottom. And to do that, there's just 10 screws that we need to remove, 4 at the top, 4 at the bottom, and 1 on each side. Now, I suggest before you start taking the screws out, you have somewhere safe to put your screws, either a jar or a cup. I like to use a little piece of computer paper because it keeps the screws in line, and you can put the screws back in the order you took them out as well. So just make sure you have somewhere to secure your screws, because you don't want to lose a screw. That's a bad thing. So we're going to go ahead and take all the screws out of here. All right, so now that we have all 10 screws removed, we can go ahead and remove the bottom of the computer, which you just want to pull up from the hinge back here very carefully. You'll see the clips will pop out. You can see this is what the inside of a MacBook Pro looks like. But what we're interested in today is the memory, which is right here in the center of the computer, neatly tucked away. And there are 2 little latches on the side here, and that's what's holding the memory down into place. So if we lightly grab the edge of these and push outwards, you want to take the edge of these and slightly push this in this direction. So you take this and pop out, and you'll notice that the memory will pop up at a slanted angle. And you just want to grab the edge of it and slightly pull. And it's the same process for the bottom piece of RAM. It's just you have to be a little more careful because it's a little more receded. So same process, you take the latch, pull back, and you should see that the RAM slips up at an angle. Whoops. So you really gotta make sure it can come up there. And then you want to just slightly, you see, I'm worried. You want to be careful because you don't want to damage any of the pins. There you go. So it is out, and I can pull it out. And that's the second RAM stick that's in the computer. So we're going to go ahead and install this back into the MacBook Pro. So what we're going to do here is that we're going to angle it in the same way we removed the old RAM, but using the bottom slot first. So you want to line up the slot. You can see here it's divided. You want to line up the slot to where it's divided on the RAM slot on the computer. So you can see I'm fitting it in the bottom slot, making sure it's nice and snug. Then I'm just pushing down on the edge until I feel it snap into place. That's all I'm doing. It's very nice and secure. I'm going to do the same thing with the second piece. Just line it up with the top slot. Make sure it's pushed in all the way, not too much. You don't want to ruin any of the pins. And you want to close it down until it clicks back in. And now we have both our RAM sticks reinstalled. And it's that easy. That's all you need to do. So now we're going to put the top back on and screw the computer up together and make sure it works. Okay, so we've screwed the bottom back onto the computer, and have the computer open, and we're going to power it on and make sure everything works. That's always a good sound. Great, it booted. Everything seems to be working properly. And if we go to the Apple logo on the menu bar, hit About This Mac, we can see that there's 16 gigabytes of RAM installed in the computer, successfully installed. So yeah, it works. So there you have it. We showed you how to open up and replace each RAM slot in your MacBook Pro with new RAM. And we showed it booting up successfully. To learn more about how to replace or upgrade your RAM, or to inquire about your specific Mac model, head over to ifixit.com, which should show up at the bottom of the screen right now. And that will give you step-by-step guides on how to upgrade or replace the RAM or any computer component in your specific model of MacBook. That was another great episode of Techville at mville. I hope you found this video useful and informative, and please keep an eye out for our upcoming videos.